Hi everyone, my name is Gráinne Dwyer. I'm Chief Executive of the Ludgate Hub in Skibbereen. And for those of you that do not know about the company, basically it's a beautiful story about this rural town in West Cork and how 11 entrepreneurs came together to make a sustainable future for that town by creating employment, by creating opportunities for young people and opportunities for the local community. I was very fortunate to meet these 11 entrepreneurs, and it was really a testament to them that this project kicked off. They came together and they decided we need to create the most futuristic future for this community, and that was through a gigabit connection through a state-of-the-art digital hub in rural Skibbereen. As you see in this photo, it was an old cinema in the 1940s and then a bakery. And it was really these people that came together with their expertise that led to the project being so successful. And some of them I really have to name because I'll give 3 pieces of advice that I've learned along the way to people here as well. So what we did is we really got the community involved. We got the whole town of Skibbereen in. We got them to make the roadmap for this digital strategy. And what we did is something quite unheard of. We got a speed quicker than Singapore, and we put it into this town. And what had happened in the space of 6 months, we attracted companies from Silicon Valley, Barcelona, South Africa, and London, all in the space of 6 months to this town. What we also had to do was rebrand the town, and we did this by launching National Digital Week. And this was really a statement to rural Ireland to say, yeah, we can get the likes of fantastic companies like Airbnb, Uber, Google, down to Skibbereen and show them that there is life outside the capital too. And then I had to reflect back on the process, and I was to reflect back on how did I become a CEO of a company. I was appointed when I was 26 years of age. And the 3 pieces of advice I reflected back on was the first one that led to the success of the project was find mentors. And we've seen this reflected through the previous panels as well. And these mentors really helped me through the whole process, especially for any students here as well. If you're thinking of what you're going to do in college, I think really the mentorship piece is something to start looking out early for. And these mentors, the likes of Dee Forbes, Director General of RTE, Anne O'Leary, Head of Vodafone, who's on our board, Sean O'Driscoll, President of the Glendimplex Group, Lord David Putnam, Ronan Harris, Head of Google Ireland. These are people that really influenced me, and I was extremely fortunate to have these people to help me in the process. So the first piece of advice was to find the mentors. The second piece of advice I would give you now is to be agile, be adaptable. And this is something I learned like a ton of bricks when I started my job. I realized that I was not only the CEO, I was the CMO, the COO, the CTO, CFO, all combined. And that's what happens when you're leading a project like this. And I had to work on the ground really quickly to upskill myself. And this isn't a challenge, and I think it's a really big opportunity for people. I learned how to patch networks. I learned how to code online. I learned how to do a balance sheet by watching tutorials. So for people that are thinking of changing career, education is now at your fingertips. And opportunities can be global. You don't need to go back to college to change your career. And I think that's really a really successful thing that we can bring forward as well. The final piece of advice really I would give is something that, as well as being a part of this successful project, is to think to the future. And the biggest thing, and it's the theme of this event, is to be brave. And this is something I had to learn the whole way through the process when I'm asking someone for funding. The first time I had to ask for €5,000 was the toughest thing I ever did. Span forward 3 months later, I was asking for 50,000, no problem at all. So it's the first step that you had to do and get over it, and it's like ripping off a bandage. Nothing else is worse after that. The future really with this project is that not only that we created a project in Skibbereen that could be a blueprint for Ireland, but we're now a blueprint for Europe. And this is something that we'd never think would happen in the space of 12 months. We've been nominated for silver in Europe's best gigabit project, but also I've been appointed to the European Innovation Council, which I will meet with this week for the first time. This is all due to the mentorship, being brave, and finding the opportunities for myself as well. The final piece that I'll say, and this is something that is really kind of only spanned over the last few months, is the being brave part. I've had a fantastic time as 2 years as CEO of the project, But on International Women's Day, I found it really fitting that I will now step down, but launch my own company as a female founder today, which is an extremely exciting opportunity for me. Not only is that a silver lining for the project here, because the ethos of the Ludgate project was to create 500 jobs in the region by 2020. And I'm extremely honoured to be in the position to create 3 of those jobs, hopefully in the next few months. So hopefully my words of wisdom and piece of advice will give you the inspiration to think, if you have an idea, a business opportunity, that it isn't impossible and that you can go out to and make the impossible possible. Thank you very much.